Alright guys, today we're going to be removing the supports and post-processing these 3D printed minis. So we have this Tiefling female Warlock of sorts, I guess. We have this Undead Druargr. See if we can get him in there. And we have this loot Goblin. Alright. So we're going to be pulling off this supports. I'm going to give them a bath in the IPA and then cure them, and we're going to see what the finished product look like. So here we go. We're going to start off with this loot Goblin. He's part of a trio, and I've actually done the other two already in another video. I just didn't have room for him. Now, these come from DM Stash and are available on jukes3d.etsy.com if you're interested in them, but that's not really what this is about. I just enjoy this part. I enjoy taking the supports off. Maybe you do too, or maybe you enjoy watching it. I'm going to talk a little quieter so you can hear the snaps. So he's well supported. He's got some fine weaponry at the top that could certainly break. I need to be careful of, even in post-processing. Even once he's cured, those are going to be delicate. So if you do pick up one of these, wherever you get it, you have to be careful of the fine details like that. Okay. So here we go. Now, I mean, he looks very nice as is, right? But once you see him post-processed, and I get a good shot of him, we'll be able to see all the amazing detail. Okay, I'm going to put him, I'm going to give him a bath. Alright, so as I said, here we have this guy post-processed. You can see all the detail now, from his teeth to his eyes, the wrinkles in his nose, his jewelry. Very much a loot Goblin, huh? Rocky base he stands on. There are the weapons in his pack that I mentioned. Don't know if that's a lantern or some other loot. The chains holding his bag together. His bag patched together. Stuff falling out. Coins falling out of the back. How cute is that? Tremendous. Alright, let's move on to the next one. We'll move on to the Tiefling, female Tiefling warrior, Warlock or sorcerer. Last time I did one of these, I think I made it way too long. I did the bases, and I think that maybe that didn't appeal to some people. I think I'll find an audience with these videos, but it's a very niche thing. I mean, I love the snapping. It's like a fireplace crackling. I think I'll just call this video post-processing minis and show the minis that I'll be post-processing. That way there won't be any false clicks. You'll know exactly what you're going to get. I think I called the last one expectation versus reality, which, I don't know, I probably got some clicks that people didn't know what to expect. I also need to get a pair of small clippers to help me with this. Sometimes I feel like I should be clipping these off and then pulling them to protect from damage. But we're getting there. If she's a Tiefling, oh, there's her tail. Okay. I could not tell if she had a tail or not, but I believe she does. There it is. Yep. Gotta be careful with that whip. See this whip? Obviously, I don't want to break that. So if you're watching this, maybe you're into minis, maybe you could post me a picture of your favorite mini that you've painted, or just that you own in general. Even if you're not into painting them, I don't have the skill to paint them like some people. I'm sure if I practice, maybe I'd be okay, but as of right now, painting is not for me. Okay, so here we have it. Again, you can see lots of detail, but not nearly as much as once we post-process. Okay, here we have that Tiefling post-processed. Let's see if we can see what her little pendant is. Maybe it's a dragon. No, I don't know what that is. I can't really tell. But you can see the details on her dress, the whip, and then the skulls down here. Look at those. You can see the details on her shoes. Her spiked tail. You got 3 X's there. See if there's anything. Flow of her hair, very, very nice. And then you can even see where the horns go into her face there. And then the flame in her hand. Very nice. Alright, let's move on to the next one. And now we move on to our Undead Druargr. So these are from DM Stash. And I am a licensed merchant for DM Stash. And you can find these once again at jukes3d.etsy.com. But it's not about that. Who do you think? Which brand has the best minis, do you think? I have lots of questions about minis, because really, this is all I know. I don't want to just ask such a big question like what's your process for painting them, but what's your favorite brand of paint to use? Does it matter? Is one brand superior? How do you prime? I've heard you could just use Rust-Oleum to prime. Do you do that? Or do you use a brand-specific primer? If you don't paint, would you prefer them gray, like this? Or would you prefer them if I coated them in a paint of metallic black or some other color? I could always just prime them with a deeper gray. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Hopefully I'm still lined up and you can see everything. Sometimes I move my hands and they get in the way of the shot. There's lots of supports here. Look, I mean, how am I supposed to get these? I'm gonna have to get some of those clippers I mentioned. I used to have a nice yellow pair. Okay, that was a big chunk. So I do have lots of cleaning of little supports on this guy left to do. Okay, just awkward places. So I'll get those. But here's what our Undead Druargr is going to look like. Look at that. Okay, so let's give him a bath. And then I'll finish them up and we'll see what the finished product look like. Okay, so here we have our Undead Druargr. You can see probably the detail in the face of being undead and face melting away. You can see this, the flesh is rotted away on his hands and his arms. Get the ram on his shoulder there. Look at that. His cape is all rotting away as it flows off in the wind. There's his sword. Very nice. Alright, thank you for watching. Bye.